Hey traders, a very warm welcome to you all. It's Saturday, 11:30 a.m., 1st June, and as usual, we keep coming with index analysis, daily analysis, chart analysis, weekly, monthly analysis. So this video is not something on that. The agenda of this video is to learn and to get to know the correct psychology and mindset points we need to have, right? Uh, I think to be a profitable trader, right? So skills anybody can have, right? If you read a book on any chart patterns, if you read a book on how to trade options, you can develop skills within 1 or 2 months. But the correct psychology and the correct mindset points you need to learn, right, for being a profitable trader. So this video is all about that, all the points which I feel from my perspective. I've been trading in derivatives market, in Indian derivative markets, NSE and BSE, from past, I think, 3.5 years, and what I have noted down as journey, in my journey, right? So I will bring all of my experience of 3.5 years, what I feel, that what you need to remember while in a trade or just before you are punching a trade in the markets, right? And this basically video is not only about option trading or derivatives. This goes for even investing and even positional and intraday trading, right? So stay hooked to this video. It might be a little long video, but these points, right? So that's the difference. I'm like, it's a line I'm trying to draw between skills and mindset and psychology, right? Skills anybody can have within 1 month or 2 months, but to develop the perfect psychology, to develop the required mindset, it takes years. It takes 5 years, 6 years. For some people, like, they lose the battle, they give up on the battle of developing correct psychology, right? So very, it's very important if you are someone new in trading options, trading stocks, right, on a positional basis or intraday basis. These points you need to remember, or you need to apply these points, these psychology points, before punching every trade in the market, right? So that's what actually called as discipline. So if you have a system, if you have a particular psychology, if you have a particular discipline, you need to apply that discipline before every trade you punch in. Let's suppose you are doing 100 trades a day. So before every before every trade you need to apply that each and every point. That's what actually discipline is, right? So even if you forget one point, even if you skip one point, you might be in a loss, right? So that's why 1995, the data which SEBI released, right? I think SEBI released 90% of traders are making a loss in derivatives market, right? So that's why those 90% of the traders do not follow a particular system. They don't have the required mindset or psychology to be a profitable trader. And that's why we have, as trade psych, we have come up with crucial 10 points, 10 psychology and mindset points, which will help you a lot in being a profitable and, you know make profitable trader, and make you can make trading as a source of income, second or third, maybe, whatever it is, right? So before spending any more time, I'll take you to a notepad where I have mentioned all these 10 points, right? Which I feel are the top 10 points which you need to remember, which you need to develop in your psychology, in your mindset before trading, right? So let's go to the straight to the notepad, right? So as you can see by the heading, psychology and mindset points for becoming a profitable trader, and you can pause the video for a while and note all these points down. I'll try to give you all these points in the video description, right? So we'll go on these all these 10 points one by one, right? I'll explain in brief that what exactly each point means, and to, like, what discipline. If, like, you're hearing someone say you need to have discipline in the markets, you need to have a proper system and discipline for being a profitable trader in the long run, right? So what discipline actually means is remembering and applying all these points before you punch a trade in the markets, whether it's a you're buying a stock, particular stock, or you're buying derivatives in the markets, right? So let's start with the first point. And coming to the first point, right? So what what I have as my first point is expectations from trading. And when I mention trading here, trading, right? By trading I means trading derivatives. Okay, so as we all know, that 90% of the FNO traders are in loss. then have you ever asked yourself that why is that, right? So if you go in the history, right, why option trading came as an instrument, right? uh, if you read on Google, if you read on any blog, the main purpose of option trading for being into existence was hedging, right? Let's suppose there's a big company and they buy 100 crores of worth of Tata Motor shares, and so it's a risk basically, right? So they're spending 100 crores. What if Tata Motor stocks plunged like 10%, 20% in a day? So the company which has invested, they'll come in risk, right? They'll lose 10, 20 crores a day. So to protect that downside, to protect that risk, they buy or they sell options. They'll buy a small quantity of put option. Let's suppose a company has worth of 10 crore investment. They invested 10 crores in a particular stock, right? And to protect the downside, what if in some case that company goes, it faced a bad quarterly result, or like the IT department raided the office of that particular company? What happens then? What happens that the stock of that particular company crashes 10% in a single day? How would the big traders, the big companies protect their downside? By hedging their big equity investments from like buying options, right? So let's suppose uh, the share of a company is it's currently trading at 60 rupees, right? So what that company will do, right? Let's suppose they have a 10 crore investment, right, and they bought the share around 60 rupees. So what they'll do, they'll buy like about 50 lakh or 1 crore options. Like they'll sell the call options or they'll buy put options in the scene, in the context that what if this company, like the stock of this company goes down 10% in a single day, right? So that's why the main the derivatives trading, the options came into existence to protect the downside, to use options as a hedge, right? So let's suppose they have a 10 crore investment and they have to have a hedge of at least 50 lakhs. So let's suppose their 10 crore investment suffers a 10% loss, so 1 crore they'll lose there, but like it will be an unrealized loss, but still their put options they have bought, right, for the hedge, it will perform good and it will cover their losses. So if they don't decide to exit this particular stock which has plunged 10%, right, still they'll make some money on the downside in put options or call sell options. So that's why the base this options and derivatives came into existence to protect the big players against the volatility of the market, right? But now since we have so many traders, we have at least around 50 to 60 lakhs of derivative traders, there is a huge volume in option traders. So people have started making option trading as their primary career, their primary source of income, which is totally wrong, right? So the expectations from derivatives market has now totally changed. People are thinking we can make 1 lakh into 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs in a single day, right? That is totally wrong. So here comes my first point. The thing you need to remember is what actually you expect from derivatives market, right? So I have explained you why actually derivatives came into existence, what is the actual purpose, but now the whole purpose it's not actually changed, but the way people see it, right? We can make 10 lakhs in a day, we can make 20 lakhs a day. So this is actually where fundamentally people are going wrong. See, derivatives is a very risky asset, and like the main, like the big hedge funds and investors use derivatives as a hedge against their equity investments. What we as retail investors, we as retail traders are doing is we are considering option trading as a main source of income, or we are thinking that it can make 1 lakh into 10 lakh or 1 lakh into a crore in a day. So that is totally wrong, correct? So you need to, let's for example, let's suppose you're making 1% a day, like you're punching a trade and consistently you're making 1% a day. So it would require only 72 days. Let's suppose if you do mathematically, right, every day you make 1% gain on your portfolio, you'll double your portfolio in 72 days if you're consistently making 1% profit a day. So that's the power of actually compounding. Let's suppose you have 100 rupees, right? You make 1% on it. What is 1%? 1 rupees. Now you have 101 rupees. You make 1% on 101, it is what you can calculate, right? So by this you can double your portfolio in 72 days, right? So this is the main point. People are forgetting that they want to convert like 10,000 rupees into 1 lakh rupees in one single day. That does not happen here, right? Maybe on one single day it can happen, it can show you like an option went up 2000%, that, but that's like the case in 1 in 4 months. That does not happen every day. Every day options, they have a habit, or how option market behave is they have a habit of decaying, right? And if you like what weak psychology, weak mindset means is, whenever someone or a retail trader sees, oh, this particular option has gone 2000% up, they also think that tomorrow also it can go. Tomorrow it does not go. They put their all capital in a single trade and they burn their hands, because the option market does not work that way. Option going 2000% in a single day, it's a rare event. It's a event which comes in like one in every 6 months, right? So that's what we need to first correct ourselves, right? We need to limit our expectations from derivatives market, that no, derivatives markets every day won't give us 10x 100x returns, right? So this was the main point, and this was something you need to this is something you need to focus on. What are your expectations? From my point of view, I expect only 3 to 4% a day, or 10% a week. That's how you can, I think, double your portfolio in 10 weeks or 12 weeks, correct? Personally, I do not expect 100%. It's like, if you're getting 100% returns, right, that's a bonus, that's an advantage, but you should not make a habit of it. It should not go into your daily expectation that you're coming to derivatives market, you're trading options, and every day the market will give you such an opportunity. So the key point to note down here is, what markets does is, what markets do is, for I think 4 to 5 days, markets will give you continuous opportunities that, oh, your options will, you know will go 50%, will go 100%, it will double your investment. So you get into a delusion that, oh, I'm getting a everyday opportunity, and the day you will not get, the sixth day you will not get that opportunity, you'll put your whole capital into a single trade, and it will burn you off, because you are in a mentality, you are in a delusion that it will go, but it does not, it won't go, right? And you will keep waiting that, oh, I have seen this from past 5 days, it will go, it will go, and you completely burn your capital, right? So this was my first point. Coming to the second point, don't focus on quantity, focus on quality. Why I'm mentioning that is, see, if you are someone with a 10,000 portfolio, 10,000 monies in your trading account, right? So of course you will not be able to trade on huge quantities. You will only be able to buy one lot or two lot, and I think from my perspective that is okay. So coming to derivatives market, the first thing you need to learn is capital preservement, not capital creation. So if you are in a habit of consistently losing your capital, I think, from my perspective, you are on a scale of 1 to 100, right? You are at the zero level, right? Because the basic fundamental of trading is capital. If you don't have capital, what will you trade? Peanuts? Right? No, right? So I have seen people who have like, at least, even 3 years back, I had like what, 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs in my trading account, and I burned it in 3 days, right? So what you need to learn, first step, be even before technicals, right? You need to learn capital preservement. You need to at least, uh, by consistently trading, you need to maintain. If you, let's suppose, if you're having 10,000 rupees in your bank account, right? You need to maintain that 10,000 rupees for a month, for 2 months. That's the actual skill, where capital preservement comes on, right? If you are someone who is like on an alternate day are burning, if you are burning, right, 20%, 30% of your total trading capital, so you'll not be able to trade more than 5 or 6 days, right? If you don't have capital, what will you trade? So first of all, learn capital preservement, and capital preservement comes from trading in low quantities. By trading in low quantities, what I mean is, let's suppose you have 10,000 rupees in your trading account. You So you cannot go in one single trade, all 10,000 rupees. You cannot put all 10,000 rupees on a single trade. That's a 100% risk, correct? What will happen if that particular trade goes to zero? The price of that particular option goes to zero, all your 10,000 money is gone, right? So what I personally follow is, let's suppose I have 1 lakh rupees in my account. I take a trade of 10 to 15% of my total trading value in a single trade, and I keep the stop loss as somewhat around 15 to 20%. So let's suppose I have 1 lakh in my trading account. So I cannot go more than 10,000 rupees in a single trade. Correct? So if you are someone who is like having 1 lakh in your portfolio and you took a trade of 10,000, right? So even if let's suppose you haven't given a stop loss and you are for 100% sure that this trade will go in favor of you and it does not, how much money are you losing? 10,000 rupees. What is its percentage of your total trading portfolio? 10%. So you lost 10%. On the contrary, let's suppose you bought an option of 1 lakh rupees and the trade didn't work. How much money do you lose? 100%. You cannot trade the next day, right? So that's what where the difference comes in a mature trader and a new trader. New trader feels that, oh, I can make lakhs a day. No, option market does not work that way, traders, right? So let's suppose you took a trade of 10,000 rupees. You need to have a stop loss of 15 to 20%, that you know that if this trade or this option went 15% in price against me, I have to exit that trade, right? So let's suppose 10,000, 10% is 1,000, or max to max 20% stop loss you can take. So 2,000 rupees you lost in that trade. What is its value of your total portfolio value? 2%, correct? So you lost 2% a single trade, and that is okay, that is fine actually, right? I to so by like in to sum up the second point, right? Don't focus on quantity, focus on points, right? So this comes in where actually the skill is required. Let's suppose you have 1 lakh rupees. So the wise thing to do is trade on less quantities and actually taking out more points from the market, right? So this I will explain in a more detail, right, what I actually mean. So there are two types of traders. One is intraday trader and one is positional trader. What intraday trader does is, it's like what if I hope you are aware of scalping, right, in the markets, derivatives markets, option trading, right? So what scalper does is they punch 3600, they punch huge number, 1800, 3600 quantities, and they only focus on 10 points. So let's suppose they scored 10 points in 3600 quantities. So what is their profit? 36,000, and they are done. So if you are that kind of trader, then I think you are someone with huge quantity, you should trade on huge quantities. But this does not keep this will not keep you profitable in the long run. Every day you are not sure that you will get those 10 points. If you're 100% sure that you will get those 10 points, you can trade on such huge quantities. But I think even God, if God comes to if God comes on ground, he'll also not be sure that it's 100%, because nobody, even the best trade in the market, he cannot be sure of 100% that this trade will go against you. So why to trade on such huge quantities? Focus on points, focus on how much points you can take out from Nifty. Let's suppose, I just in the previous example I talked about 10 points. Let's suppose you trade on 100 quantities. The risk is comparatively less. If the trade goes against you, the risk is comparatively less. And let's suppose the trade goes against you. What will you lose? You're trading 3 lots, 4 lots, 5 lots, you lose that much money. Whereas if this trade, you're trading on 3600 quantities, and it rather than going 10 points in favor of you, it went 50 points in against you, you lose like what, 10 lakh rupees. So that's the actual point I am trying to focus, that even if let's suppose you are trading on 100 quantities and you only took 500 points, okay, you only took 50 points, it's okay, 5000 rupees, 50,000 rupees, that's okay. But you if you have the skill of taking out maximum points from the market, right? If you are someone who are like who if you took a trade in Nifty, right, let's suppose you took a call at 150 and you're selling at 350. So in my point of view, you are a good trader, right? Because the real skill comes in where you are able to take big points. मतलब आप ये बात को समझो ना कि आपकी क्वांटिटी, आपकी साइजिंग एक ना एक दिन तो बढ़ जाएगी। जैसे जैसे आपका पोर्टफोलियो बढ़ेगा, आपकी साइजिंग बढ़ती जाएगी। बट अगर आपके पास ये स्किल है ही नहीं कि आप मार्केट से 50 पॉइंट भी निकाल सकते हो, तो आप एक दिन 1 लाख क्वांटिटी भी पहुंच जाओगे। तो आप, अगर आपकी हर ट्रेड पे यूर ट्रेडिंग लाइक ह्यूज क्वांटिटीज, राइट, but if you don't have the skill to take out at least 50 points on the market, then what's the point of trading 1 lakh quantities? You are trading 1 lakh quantities and one day it goes against you, you are gone. Even if it goes uh, 10 points against you, you are down 10 lakh rupees. So that's what I'm talking about. Do not focus on quantities, do not focus on position, like high position sizing. Trade with less position sizing but focus on मोर पॉइंट्स, बिकॉज देखो आप अपना पोर्टफोलियो बढ़ाओगे, आपके पास मान लो आपका सेकंड बिजनेस है, आप उससे अपने ट्रेडिंग पोर्टफोलियो में पैसे डालोगे, तो आपका पोजीशन साइजिंग तो इतना एक दिन बढ़ना ही है, बट आप धीरे धीरे अपना पोजीशन साइजिंग बढ़ाओ, बट फोकस ऑन पॉइंट्स कि आप निफ्टी से बैंक निफ्टी से कितने पॉइंट्स निकाल रहे हो। करेक्ट। अगर आपको स्किल आ गया कि आप 500 पॉइंट निकाल रहे हो, ठीक है, आपको ये स्किल आ गया स्मॉल क्वांटिटीज पे, आप अपना ट्राई करो उससे डबल क्वांटिटी पे, 200 क्वांटिटी पे ट्राई करो। क्यों आपको 2000 क्वांटिटी पंच करना है? आप ये सोचते हो कि 2000 क्वांटिटी से मैं सिर्फ 10 पॉइंट बना लूँ, मेरे को 20,000 रुपये मिल जाएंगे, बट वो श्योरिटी नहीं है ना कि वो 20 पॉइंट मूव कर जाएगा। कितना ज़्यादा रिस्क है, वो 20 पॉइंट मूव करेगा नहीं करेगा, बट आप ये सोचो आपके पास सिर्फ 200 क्वांटिटीज़ हैं, वो 20 पॉइंट नीचे आ गया, आपका लॉस कितना हुआ? 40,000 रुपये बस। वेराज अगर आप ये 2,000 या 20,000 क्वांटिटी पंच करते तो 40,000 मतलब 4 लाख या 40 लाख का लॉस होता। और मैंने देखा है, लिटरली अपने आंखों से देखा है, लोगों को स्किल नहीं है कि वो 10 पॉइंट भी निकाल के मेरे को दिखा दे एक ट्रेड में। आप मेरे को ये दिखा दो, मतलब मैं कि एक मैंने निफ्टी का कॉल ऑप्शन लिया 150 पे एंड मैंने उसको 300 तक होल्ड किया, जो उस ट्रेड को 300 तक होल्ड कर पा रहा है ना, उसके पास रियल स्किल है, उसके पास रियल स्ट्रांग साइकोलॉजियन माइंडसेट है टू बी इन द ट्रेड। आज मैं भी बैंक से लोन लेके मैं भी 10 लाख क्वांटिटी पे ट्रेड कर लूँ, पैसा तो आप मैं किसी से लोन लेके कर लूँ ना, पैसे की कमी थोड़ी है। आज फंडेड ट्रेडर्स भी होते हैं, राइट? एक वेबसाइट है, मैं आपको नाम बताऊंगा। तो उसमें क्या होता है, आपको एक टेस्ट पास करना होता है एंड दे फंड यू, राइट? सो पैसे की कमी नहीं है, राइट? मैं बैंक के पास जाऊंगा, मैं बोलूंगा कि, या बैंक नहीं, मैं किसी भी बड़े ट्रेडर के पास जाऊंगा, बिजनेसमैन के पास जाऊंगा, मैं उसको बोलूंगा कि भाई मैं तेरे को, तू मेरे को 1 करोड़ रुपए दे, मैं तेरे को 1 करोड़ रुपए हर महीने 10% रिटर्न दूंगा, विच इज़ ब्रिलियंट, राइट? So I can get the money, but still, if I do not have the skill to take out 100 points from Nifty, to take out 400 500 points from Bank Nifty, what will I do with huge quantities? Nothing, right? So that's where I sum up my second point. Don't focus on quantity, focus on points. uh, so coming to my third point, it's a marathon, not a 200-meter relay. So what this point means is, देखो, अगर ट्रेडिंग आपको सीखना है, आपको एक प्रॉफिटेबल ट्रेडर बनना है, तो आप ये कोई मतलब एक 10 दिन 12 दिन 1 महीने 1 साल की जर्नी नहीं है। अगर आप किसी भी प्रॉफिटेबल ट्रेडर को आप देखोगे, इफ़ यू सी एनी गुड ट्रेडर, ही विल बी ट्रेडिंग from at least past 4 to 5 years, and then after I think 4 to 5 years he is profitable, right? I think no trader became profitable if let's suppose you did not make any loss, you did not made any loss, and you have ample of experience and ample of this skills before first time coming to the market, right? So then and only you will be able to make less losses. But most of the traders, they started from scratch, they did not touch any books, they did not see any videos, right? So they made losses in the market, they learned from the markets, and then they came back. So it took time, and actually the real trader, it takes for a real trader, if you want to be real profitable trader, it will take time, right? If you are someone who's thinking that, oh, I can like put in 1 lakh rupees in the market today and it will become 10 lakhs, then my dear trader, you are wrong, you are very much wrong in the basic aspect of derivatives market, right? So you need to think in a long term perspective, that you need to have a first profitable week, then think of having a profitable month, then think of having a profitable quarter. Maybe next week, let's suppose you have like it was a profitable week for your for you this week, but it might not be possible for next week, right? So you need to think from a for a longer perspective, that okay, it's okay to lose 2000 rupees in a day, right? We'll come back tomorrow with a better strategy, with a better trading system, and we'll recover those 2000 points. So this point you need to keep in mind, that it's not a short game. If you are someone who has come to the derivatives market for like 1 month, 3 months, or one year, then I think derivatives markets is not for you as a second source of income, right? Coming to my fourth point, always trade in quantity, always under trade in quantities. So this I have explained in my second point also, that never focus on huge quantities, always focus on numbers, on points which you can take out. Because the main point is, someday you will of course you will be able to increase your quantities, because quantities trade depends upon your capital, right? So if you have a main business, if you have a job which is giving you a stable salary, right, you will put that money in the market and you can easily increase your quantity. So if you are someone, uh, if you are seeing someone trading on 3600 quantities, 5000 quantities, I don't think so that is, worth the risk, right? Because the risk, what actually risk is, if a tradable entity can move 50 to 100% within a day, that comes under heavy risk, like a high riskable entity, right? So why to take so much risk? First, we should learn the skill of taking out max to max points from the market. Then we can slowly increase our quantities to make the most of the markets, right? So I hope you are clear with this point also. Uh, Coming to the fifth point, so I'm thinking to keep this video in two parts. So first 5 points I will explain in this video, and second, like the second half of the remaining of the 5 point I will explain in the second part of this video. So coming to the fifth point, what it says is you will lose all your wisdom and technical skills when you see big red number on the screen. And again I am repeating why you should trade with less quantities, why you should every time under trade. Let's suppose you have 1 lakh rupees in your trading account and you trade, on the whole amount, on you put in all your 1 lakh rupees into one single trade, correct? So let's suppose that trade went 20% against you. So technically you should take a stop loss, but the moment you see 20,000 loss on your screen, you will forget every technical, you will forget your trading system, you will forget your wisdom, your experience from the market, because that happens. You're not a machine, you're not an algorithm that as soon as you will see 20,000 loss on your screen you will cut the trade. No, it does not happen. We think it is very easy to sit here and to say that, oh, the moment I'll see 20,000 I'll cut. No, but actually when you see that big number, big red number on the screen, you will panic, and after when you panic you will lose all your technical skills. You will start forgetting things, though, that, oh, uh, you know I should exit this trade, or this trade should will can come back. You will panic, you will fear from the loss. You will start imagining the scenarios that, oh shit, I cannot pay that guy back, I cannot pay my EMI, I cannot pay my rent now, right? And amidst all of these things, middle of all these things, you will forget the basic fundamentals of trading, that okay, the price will come and take support from 50 MA. This has happened with me millions of times. Whenever I see a big trade, a big loss on this on my screen, right, I forget that, oh, the prices can take support from here, and when I panic I exit, and the moment I exit the trade goes up. Why this happens? Why this happens? Have you ever given a thought to it, why actually this happens? This happens, like, I'm not sure that you have experienced this is, but I have experienced this million number of times, that whenever I exit a big loss trade, the moment I exit, 90% of times it bounces from there. Why? Because I forget my technicals, I forget my fundamentals of trading, that the, oh, prices can take a support from here, and I like exited the trade in panic. So what if you would have traded on 10,000 rupees on 10% of your total portfolio? What would have happened then? So the loss you would have seen on your screen was 1,000 rupees, and okay, it's only a 1% loss of your total trading value. So you can see the markets patiently, you can assess the market, that either the price is gonna go down or either the price is gonna go up. So you need to remember this point, very very crucially and very important. Like, it's one of those points you need to remember before punching each and every trade, that whether your risk is in control or not. Because, like, let's suppose if you're trading from a algo computer or algorithm, so the moment you will have a fixed amount of loss, you will have a fixed amount of stop loss, right? The moment that algorithm sees 5,000 loss, it will cut the trade. But as humans, if you're a manual trader, right, if you're someone who is trading manually by your own hands, on your mind, how your psychology will work is, the moment you will see a big loss, you will start panicking. Your body will start releasing hormones of panic, right? The hormones which our body releases in panic. And in the middle of that panic, you will forget that, oh, the prices can take support. And this thing not only happens when you are facing a huge loss, this thing happens when you are facing a huge profit. Have you ever experienced that? Let's suppose you have punched a trade of 10,000 rupees and you have 6x the trade. You mean, you are seeing 60,000 profit. So the moment 60 you see 60,000 profit, you exit that trade because you panic because of huge profits, right? So because of panicking, you exited at the moment you should not have exited. The trade went 6x more times. You would have seen 1,20,000. So it was a bad exit, right? So of course, if it's a huge profit, it'll be beneficial for us. But right, yeah, if it's a huge loss, we start panicking, right? So here, like I'll try to sum up my fifth point is never go like in a single trade on your full in a single trade your full trading capital the moment, because there is at least 30 to 40% probability that the trade can go wrong. Agreed, right? So what if the trade goes wrong? You will panic, right? When you will not panic, when your quantity is in control, when your amount in that trade is 10% of your total trading capital, then you only, because then you have defined your loss, right? And if even this trade completely goes against me, I will face only this much loss. So you will not panic. You will come and you will see the charts that, oh, the prices will take a support from here, and the prices actually take support. Then try this thing practically in the markets, and you will actually believe, you will actually start realizing that, oh, this point is so important, this point is so crucial. If I would have traded, let's suppose you face a loss in a single trade, right? Let's suppose it's 10% of your total trade value. Let's suppose it is 1,000 rupees. Compare that thing with trading your full trading amount. You will panic when you will see a big red number. I hope you are able to relate what I'm saying, because I have personally traded in the markets, and whenever I faced huge loss in markets, I panic. I exit due to panic, and the moment I exit, exactly at that millisecond, that trade reverses from that moment, because I did not see the charts. I only saw the outcome, right? So the outcome, right, it will bring me to my sixth or seventh point, but I will actually stop the video here to keep it like under 25 minutes, right? And I will continue my remaining 5 points in the next part. I hope you are able to relate uh, to all these points which I've discussed. I hope you will try to incultivate this psychology, this mindset into your trading mindset, right? Until unless you do that, I don't think so personally you can be a profitable trader for 1 month, for 2 months, for 6 months, but to maintain that profitability over the period of years, it requires a particular psychology or particular mindset to be profitable trader for a longer period of time, right? So in the second part, I would try to sum up all these points in like span of 5 minutes, which will give you a brief, which will give you a summary that like what exactly you need to follow, right? Traders, I hope you are able to relate. If you like the content, right, I expect a thumbs up on the video, and if you're a new viewer of Trade Psych, give a subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Thanks traders, be safe in the market.